Thank you for downloading the Wado Radio Podcast. If you love what you're hearing, leave a review on iTunes. We'd love to hear your feedback, and it helps expose others to the show. Thank you, and God bless.
This podcast is brought to you by Covenant Eyes. The internet can be a dangerous place for unguarded eyes and hearts. Covenant Eyes provides the services that protect against the evils and temptations that can be found on the World Wide Web. Visit wadoradio.com/resources for more information about our affiliate, Covenant Eyes.
Everybody lends an ear. I want to thank you in advance for letting us make it clear to y'all.
DJ Wado here with my brother Sane CHUK.
What up, man?
Live at JahRockn. What's up, my brother?
Hey, man, we doing, God is good, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
That's what time it is.
Hey, man.
Yeah, all the time.
You taking us to church in here, man. I'm trying to wait to go to church, bro. You trying to take us to church in here, man.
bro. That's the only thing I can think of, man.
That's what's up, bro. So listen, we got to get down to business, man, because we got this mixtape dropping.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, man. So what can the people expect? The people that haven't downloaded this tape yet, man.
When you get Sane CHUK, it's I'm a student of hip hop, so you got a lot of stuff going from the golden era up
classic. You got a lot of classic joints.
Classic, and then so what my endeavor is as far as musically, because I I'm very critical musically though, and so my endeavor is to homogenize all these expressions. Like, I don't gotta tell you, there's so many expressions, and people are just reaching, they're exploring, they bringing together different musical styles, and then they trying to mix rock and pop and hip hop, hip rock, soul, and all that. You know what I mean? So just bringing it up to the present, and I like to think that I'm taking the best of and just bringing it to the MC mic. Not necessarily like you're hearing a new beat, but as far as how I'm trying to come to the mic,
just kind of attack it differently.
Yeah, I'm trying to, or at least I'm trying to take it as a tool palette and just from an MC perspective. I think an MC can appreciate what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Just trying to work with that palette. From way back to now, taking the best stuff, because some of the old heads, like if we just talking hip hop, not necessarily Christian hip hop, some of the old heads, the reason why they couldn't stay relevant is because they couldn't transition. They kind of got caught or they tried and everyone was like, no, you're whack. You know what I mean? And so they fell off. Different ones. Even like, I hate to say it, but even like LL Cool J, he just couldn't. He wanted, but he just couldn't.
But he had a long run though.
He did have a long run, but if it was up to him, he would still be like on billboards. You know what I mean? So it's like only certain ones can really.
The one that hurt me too, Rakim and KRS.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because when I started getting into hip hop, those dudes had already cemented their place on, at that time, what was the Mount Rushmore.
Right.
And then it was like, when things transitioned into the Jay-Z, the Tupac era, then, you know what I'm saying, like the Eminem, the 50 Cent, the Kanye, by then, them dudes was like old school at that point. You know what I mean?
They didn't even keep up technically.
Right.
And that was the problem. It's almost like we got this and they only could think of themselves where they were, so they didn't make the necessary changes to stay perfectly relevant. Somebody like Eminem though, he keeps studying. You could tell every time.
So let me ask you this then. How are you able to keep up? Cuz you've been rapping for a little. You know what I mean?
It's been a run, and if I'm keeping up, because I don't like to to talk of myself.
So everybody gonna have to decide if you keep it up or not.
Somebody they had to decide that for themselves. I think we keeping up, but if I'm keeping up, it's because I keep listening. I keep listening. I stay at it. I keep my ear on. If I hear something that moves me, I eat it up. You know what I mean? And then it just automatically comes out when I express myself. So, but the thing is too is I love hip hop.
Sure.
Like you hear some cats say, hip hop brothers say, I don't listen to rap all the time. I'm like, I ain't that guy. I like listen to rap all the time. Like seriously, like every chance I get, it's coming in my ears.
What moves you now then?
Oh God. I mean, I'm listening to I like a lot of what GOM is doing, man. Just being honest about it. I like.
Oh, in the Christian rap space.
In this Christian, I mean that's all really I really eat, because where is the point at which content is really, like, I was online and we was getting into it. I was getting into it with a well-known MC, just kind of exchanging and talking. It was a Christian MC, and I explained to him, I was like, look, the palette of words that a Christian MC has it's not just shorter. It's like if a regular hip hop artist has, let's just keep it in some terms we could talk about. If a regular hip hop artist has 1,000 words to choose from,
Sure.
A Christian hip hop artist has probably like less than 100 words to choose from.
You think so?
Well, just because
you think it's that big a difference, though. I mean, I'm not saying the actual 1,000 versus 100, but I'm saying you think it's that big a difference because I'm thinking swear words.
Yes, swear words.
But how many of them are there though?
But it's not just swear words. It's the content that you talk about.
Okay,
like
that's
Eminem,
fair.
he could just talk about anything.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
It could make sense. It could not make sense. 1 minute he could be making sense. The next minute he not making sense. He could just, and then he could just go ballistic on some old pornographic craziness, and then he could just come back. Next thing you know, he's talking about God. A Christian MC really that's trying to stay real. He don't really go there. He's trying to stay. If you're trying to really, are you trying to say something? Or are you just trying to?
But I feel like you can though, man.
You can. And now,
think about it, right? Think about it. You just brought up Bizzle. Think about this.
Right.
Bizzle has a song where he's talking about struggling with pornography.
Right.
Now he's not graphic.
But the thing is,
like,
though,
he's not saying, "Yo, I'm going." You know what I mean? Like
but he's got a message. And the thing is the secular artist does not have to have a message. They just can rhyme and they can string words together, because it's like already just being an MC, you already limited because you're trying to rhyme and you got certain word cadence, and now you're multisyllabic. So that condenses down. If you're trying to sound cool, it just your box gets real small. I
think you can, but bro, I think you can just rap just to rap. People
you
do
can,
it.
you can, but when you rap, even when you rap just to rap, from a Christian perspective, it's let's don't go 10%.
I think we put that pressure on ourselves, bro.
Yeah.
So because this is the thing, even I wrestle with this as a DJ.
Right.
I'm like, yo, every time I hop on this, I want you to get some type of message out of it, right?
Right.
But really, I'm putting that pressure on myself.
Right.
Like it doesn't. Like, here's the thing, I could not play. I could go do a show somewhere, right? I could not play one lick of Christian music, whatever.
Right.
And then I could, after the show, I could go and talk with somebody. They just start opening up. Hey man, this is what I'm struggling with, and I pray for them right there.
Right. Boom.
What's more powerful? That I played all this Christian music, or that I prayed with my brother and hopefully he felt a deepen,
right,
something with the Lord right then. So I feel like sometimes we just.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I think we're in two different little spaces. Well, I'm more talking about, like, when you're talking about elite rappers.
Sure.
It's like they have a disadvantage. It's like they're playing with PEDs.
Okay.
Like, you got Eminem. When you're trying to really string words and you're really trying to get complicated,
you can just say anything.
You could just go anywhere as long as, and you're rhyming, because you could just talk about anything. So then a Christian, if he's trying to like keep clean and trying to stay relevant and trying to have a message, I think we have a lot more filters. Sure. We have a lot more filters to pass through. Sure. I'm not really talking on the other stuff. I'm just talking about just good Christian MCs. So then that brings us back to GOM. It makes me appreciate what they're doing more, because they're considering all that. Yeah. It's like, I remember, say we on it now. Like, when Bizzle first came out, he was like catching mad flack because he didn't know the rules. You can't say this, you can't say that, can't say the N word.
I never looked at it like that, bro.
Oh, dog. So then he transformed, and that's the thing.
Hey, listen, I was one of the dudes giving him flack.
Yeah. And even me, I'm like, but then it's like, then he comes back on his second, third project, mixtape, and he's like, yo, and he's just kind of venting out, you know what I mean? And it's like, so nah, but you listen to him now, and he's like, he's clean as a whistle, you know what I'm saying? With almost everything he's saying. You may hear the N-word, but it's like, it ain't nothing like when he first came out, and his content is on point and everything. I just think to be that good and still consider those content barriers.
Sure.
It's I elevate them way higher than when I hear Eminem, all I hear is the garbage. I'm like, so, and if I let all my filters off and I just went to garbage craziness, we could be multi-syllabicking crazy, you know what I mean? So it's like, I think that's a high bar of consideration when you hear an MC. So, all that to say, I really consider that when I'm putting my stuff together. And my thing is like, the whole Christian rapper this Christian thing. Like I'm hardcore on the Christian side. You know me, man. And it's like, so trying to blend skill with the real hardcore Christian message, even almost like the cross movement-ish type of ministry. You know what I mean? It can be complicated, but to make it really sound good and to have these young kids, they kind of frown at you. So it's challenging, I think, to blend all the style and all that together.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way with like when I think about artists like Future, Migos, just guys that's kind of in that really had that new sound out of Atlanta, because it's like you also have some Christian rappers that kind of still have that style, right. But it's like they can't really get away with just like mumbling. It's like you still got to kind of say something. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like one of my favorite dudes right now is Fidel, because right. he does that style really well. But it's like, and it's almost deep. Like he had this one song. Not to make this about Fidel, but it's just on my mind right now. He had it's a new joint called The Potion. Yep. Right? I think it's super dope. But it's like, he doesn't say God, he doesn't say all of that in it. And it's like, so someone asked him, like, yo, what is the potion? Right. It's like, yo, fam, like, the potion is that feeling, that vibe you get when God says, yo, you can do anything. You can, right. You know what I mean? So it's, I feel you. I feel you, because there's a certain level of creativity that comes with, I got you. Yeah, yeah. So, that's where I'm at. I like the... So some of your influences. Give me some of your influences. So my influences? We're talking about the game. My influence... Well, I would have to say I'm influenced. I'm influenced by... And I'm serious. I'm influenced by everybody I hear. Sure. Literally. And I got a palette of, people in my library, one-hit wonders, if you want to say it, like even Christian hip-hop one-hit wonders. I'm gonna take... We got some Christian hip-hop one-hit wonders out here, Chuck? Yeah, I got some people that they popped up back in the MP3.com era. Okay. Okay. I got some... I'm gonna listen to the best secular artist at least once. Sure. I don't need to listen to a whole bunch of times and get that garbage in my head. So I'm going to get influenced by Eminem. I'm going to get influenced by the Slaughterhouse. I'm going to get influenced by a lot of people out there. You know what I mean? And then I'm just taking it back to myself. But real hardcore influences, I mean, you said it, Rakim, LL Cool J, you know what I mean? Just the way they rapped. The way they repped, it was just the smoothness, the character. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I listened to them. I mean, that was back to that. I burned my Walkman up with them joints. You know what I mean? And LL Cool J was probably the biggest influence. I mean, gosh, every album that he had, I used to know all the lyrics and everything. You know what I mean? So, yeah. You know what, Chuck? I think I need to throw some beats on, man. Yeah. So we can just, you know what I'm saying? Let's just, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just. Let's hold up, man. See, and this is modern technology. It take a little while for this joint to load.
Test tech 1.
We good?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. DJ Wado says this is something you need to hear.
Something you need to hear.
Come on, bruh. Yeah. Talking smack, but I butt smack your lack of intelligence. Jack, black, quack, stack of lines. I spit divine lines and rhymes for the intelligent kind of minds. You wouldn't get it, not with it, knocked down. Forget it, a clown, out of space, out of town. Lights on, not home. Yeah. I got a UPS delivery straight for your dome. Cranium power, more powerful than uranium 13. Vanadium or titanium, bright sheen. Bring it blue like cobalt, fries with no salt. Rapping for the half-life of hydrogen. Christ in my life, he cleaned up my sin. Never mind, you'd rather grind than get grindy. Not ashamed, slimy, not my kindy. Kinda stink, like a skunk, full of rancid funk. Returning to the vomit that he's storing up all up inside of his trunk. What a punk! No light, darkness in his sight. Sights on filth, and deep faggot, funkier than a rag got, more wretched than a wretch. Fetch a bone, you witch. Which other brother stole my flow? I don't know, I still forgive him though. Proud of your pus, you're drinking piss, and you insist on others to be just like this. If I can open up your mind with the light and the sign, enlighten you to the truth and home in my grind. Fatherhood, brotherhood, love up in my hood. Forgiveness, loveliness, you trust me, we need this. Surround yourself by thugs and surprise you get thug, dummy. You need to rub them out your iPod, shiny. Forget it, you need them for your crap, and you need them for your crap. You use each other right back, wipe each other like toilet paper. Trade each other's crap that they gave ya. Content to stay right at that space, y'all? The way out the vice is Christ. Yeah, act like you knew, but they spit him, beat him till he's blue. Funny he took that ish for you. Got up and brushed it off like brand new, and went back to running the earth, deciding who to bless and who to curse. You can't play the one that made the playbook. You can't shake the one that made the earth shook. You can't diss the one that made the earth. You can't defeat the one that gave you birth. What's worse is you try to take his attributes, running around acting like that is cute. Punk, he'll crush you with a thought, but bought you and taught you how to walk. But you don't care and stare with the glare from over there, like there's a better way from here to there. Made the constellations bare, showing his mighty power, arms made bare. Andromeda to Beetlejuice, cross the atmosphere. Not one hot sun got it sealed to death. He sealed the breath, son. It's no contest. Undress and drop down in dust and ashes. What you need to know, I'm teaching the classes.
Okay.
Your thick head, you're caught in molasses. But while you're breathing, there's unlimited passes. But don't test them. Yeah, you get flushed down with the masses.
With the masses.
Yeah.
Sane CHUK, man, my brother.
Yeah, man.
Love it, man. Love it. Oh, and by the way, that mixtape, it's in the description right now. You can download it below.
Yeah, SaneCHUK.com. What's up?
Everybody lends an ear. I wanna thank you in advance for letting us make it clear to y'all on the Wade Radio Show.
Thanks for tuning in to another Wade Radio full interview. This was made possible in part by our affiliate, Covenant Eyes. The internet can be a dangerous place for unguarded eyes and hearts. Covenant Eyes provides the services that protect against the evils and temptations that can be found on the World Wide Web. Established over a decade ago, Covenant Eyes is the pioneer in internet accountability software, empowering its members to maintain their online integrity. I personally use them on every device that I have: computer, iPhone, iPad, whole 9 yards. Don't go another day without guarding your eyes, your mind, and your heart. Visit wadeoradio.com/resources for more information about Covenant Eyes. And if you sign up via our affiliate link at wadeoradio.com/resources, we'll give you a month free. Covenant Eyes, trusted by thousands of families, including mine.
Thank you for downloading the Wade-O Radio podcast. If you love what you're hearing, leave a review on iTunes. We'd love to hear your feedback, and it helps expose others to the show. Thank you, and God bless.